Exponents of multiplication. A power is composed of a base and an exponent. The 3 here is the base, the 4 is the exponent. The 4 tells you how many times to multiply the base by itself. So this means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And you would multiply 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. So 3 to the 4th represents 81. In this section, you're going to be multiplying powers with the same base. Now, you cannot multiply 3 to the 10th times 4 to the 5th. Why not? Well, because it says right here, you'll be multiplying powers with the same base. And the base is the 3 here, the big number. Little number is the exponent. Here, the base is 3. The base is 4 here. They're not the same base, so you can't multiply them by each other. Okay. We'll start out with 2 to the 3rd times 2 to the 4th. What that means, 2 to the 3rd is the same as 2 times 2 times 2. 2 to the 4th is the same as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So if we take all that and we put it together, we've got 2 multiplied by itself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So what we have is 2 to the 7th power. Let's look at this one. We've got a squared, which is a times a. We've got a to the 6th, which is a times a times a times a times a times a, 6 times. So if we put all those together, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a's multiplied by themselves. So that gives us a to the 8th. Now what can you discover here that might be able to help you solve things a little bit simpler than having to write them down like this? Look at the 3 and the 4 here. What relationship do they have to the 7? Right, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. What about the 2 and the 6 with the 8? Yes, 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. So a shortcut that we could do is we could say when we multiply powers that have the same base, we add the exponents. So let's find the area of this rectangle. This is, remember the area, formula for the area is length times width. So that means that this is going to be x times x squared. And what's that going to be equal to? What is the exponent that's there with the x? Remember in multiplication, if there is no number there, there's a 1 there. So there's a 1 there. So that means this is x to the 1 plus 2. And 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So the x squared times x, which is length times width, is equal to x cubed. Okay, what will y to the 3rd times y to the 5th be? Right, it's y to the 5 plus 3, which is y to the 8th. 3.4 to the 3rd times 3.4 to the 10th is 3.4 to the 3rd plus, to the 3 plus 10. 3 plus 10, which gives us 3.4 to the 13th. 4.5 to the 10th times 4.5 to the 10th is 4.5 to the 10, plus 10, which is equal to 4.5 to the 20th. X times x to the 0. X to the 1. So the x to the 1 plus 0 is equal to x to the 1. Alright, now, sum without numbers, and sum with more than 2 numbers. 4 to the t plus 4 to the t times 4 to the y. We do the same thing that we've been doing. We've been adding the exponents. So we're going to add the exponents again. So this is 4 to the t plus y. You can't add t and y. You can't simplify it anymore. So it just has to stay t plus y. 3 to the m times 3 to the m. So that will be 3 to the m plus m. You can add an m and an m, and you get 2m. So it's 3 to the 2m. What about this one? If you add when you multiply 2 of them, you add when you multiply 3 of them. So this will be a to the 5th times a to the 3rd times a to the 2nd, which will be a to the 5 plus 3 plus 2, which is equal to a to the 10. This one will be 3 to the a plus 2a plus 3a. So you add a plus 2a plus 3a, and you get 3 to the 6a. This time we've got more than one variable. So we've got c squared d times c cubed d7. So that's going to be, we take the bases that are the same and we add the exponents. The other base with the same base, we add those exponents. So we're going to go c to the 2nd plus 3 and d to the 1st plus 7. So that will be c to the 5th, d to the 8th. We've got 3x times x squared. What's the number in front of the x here? A 1, right. So that's going to be 3 times 1 is 3. X times x squared is going to be x to the 1 plus 2, which gives us 3x to the 3. This time we've got 3 times 2, which is 6, and b to the 2 plus 4. So that will be 6b to the 6th. On this one, we've got negative 5 times 4, which gives us negative 5 times 4 here, and y to the 3rd times y to the 7th is y to the 3 plus 7, negative 20 times y to the 10. Okay, finally, what can you add to this exponent 2 to get an exponent of 10 on the other side? Is the question that's being asked here. Because you know that you multiply these two powers to get this final power over here. And what we've learned is that you add the exponents. So you know that you're going to add this one and this one to get 10. So what can I put here that's going to give me a total of 10? Let me see if I've got this up here. No. Okay, so it will be 8. So 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. Okay, and finally, we've got f to the 2 times f to something equals f to the 10. You know that when you're multiplying powers with the same base, you have to add the exponents. So 2 plus something equals 10. So what do I put here that will make this 10? Well, you know that you add the exponents. So what can I add to 2 to get 10? Well, I can go 10 minus 2, and I get 8. So I go 2 plus 8 is 10, and I've filled in the blank.